Good evening and welcome from Manchester Stadium here in England. It is the kickoff of the third game in the opening round. It's Pasifika taking on Ireland, and what a game this is going to be in front of a sold-out Manchester Stadium that have packed in to witness a great game. International footy is here, and join me in the box, Riley Murray. Riley, how are we feeling?
We're feeling good, Sonny. Over in England, it's a nice place in the world. It's not got very good weather, but when you see just the monkey's face, anything can be good in your life. And here we are. We've got Sonny Tyre, that man with the ridiculous spider legs on his head, just running his team out. Pasifika, they've got a good squad this season. I'm very keen to see how they go up against the stronger Ireland team.
Yeah, Riley, I'm going to have to scoot right next to you because it's that loud. The atmosphere is pumping, the Irish crowd in attendance. It's a sea of green here. Few specks of red and blue. Supporters in attendance for Pasifika's. Two teams, two nations line up for the anthems. And we're about to get underway. The place is absolutely rocking off its foundations. And we are just moments now from kickoff. Both teams naming unchanged lineups for their first opening game of the Six Nations tournament. And Riley, we'll start with your Ireland Wolfhounds. They came away with a gritty win over the Europeans last week, 28-22. But they're going to have their work cut out for them today against a side like Pasifika.
Yeah, it's a real strong performance from the Wolfhounds, just making that huge comeback at the end of the game. Couldn't be more proud of the boys. And now here we are. This is a much stronger side in Pasifika. They're just an absolutely amazing lineup with some great players in them. I'm keen to see how it will go. This Pasifika lineup, they are nothing to play around with.
Yeah, very stacked indeed. A lot of platinums in their lineup. The likes of Kane Chapman-Kenny, Eli Barnes, Chris Lord, Lennox Pakash, John Nanai. Oh, big dummy run there from Tim James, but it gets smacked by Riley Murray, fifth and last. Tyre in the pocket. They'll be looking to have a bounce-back game. 4 mistakes last week, nearly costing the Pasifika side in their win against the Kiwis. And Riley, in your opinion, where is this match going to be won and lost for the Irish Wolfhounds?
Well, I think that the Wolfhounds, we have a very strong back line. The back five are just absolute animals back there, and I think that's where we have a good chance in just breaking the game open.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the back line last week for Ireland did a great job. Ben O'Donnell, Shannon Freeburn, Corey Bell, Kobe Kelly, the likes of them. Ben O'Donnell through the right edge, and he'll get them about 26 metres from the try line. Fifth and last now, Ireland looking to put up a good kick and pin Pasifika deep in their red zone. Callaghan, it's a bit of a shanker, and Tyre's there to pick it up. And Sonny Tyre will be looking to bounce back after last week's shocker of the game. It was a shocker to commentate. Could only imagine what it would have felt like for him. As we see Pasifika now, Lennox Pakash shrugs one off. And Riley, this Pasifika side, what do you think is their strengths? Do you think it's the forward pack, the back line, or even the halves combo? Which department do you think is the best?
I think it'd be quicker to name off what their strength is, and they've just got stars in every single position. The forward pack is amazing, the back line's amazing, and here we are, Raika Manu, one of those amazing players, just playing on the wing here, and he just nearly broke through the defence of Ireland. Now it's fifth tackle, Lord puts it up.
Chris Lord sends it high, it's a tap back, Eli Barnes is there! Eli Barnes dives over! And Eli Barnes scores the first try of the game for Pasifika. And there is a few Pasifika fans in attendance, and they are making their presence felt here today. Riley, if we come to expect this from Eli Barnes, don't we?
Yes, we definitely do. He's just one of those players where you can't just give him that space. You can't just try and make a one-on-one tackle with him. You need to get multiple people tackling him. You can't just let just a monkey try and just stop Eli Barnes, because that'll never happen. Eli Barnes is one of the top fullbacks in our league, and he just can't give him opportunities like that.
Yes, well said, and it is 6-0 in favour of the Pasifika Islanders. And they'll be looking to try and gel a bit better than they did in their trial game against the Kiwis. was a bit of a shock ending to that game against the Kiwis where down by 6 points, they opted to go for the 2 points out goal instead of kick for touch, which saw Pasifika come away with the win, almost someone stealing that victory. But it was very tight across all 3 trial games. So you see Chris Lord straight through the middle. And Chris Lord, I mean Riley, he's one of the big names in the SRL. To have him play here in Pasifika is something I don't think anyone would have seen coming. He's a proud Kiwi. He's captained New Zealand before, but here he is in the red and blue tonight.
Yeah, I think he just... Oh, Chris Lord, as you say it, he goes straight through the line, just fending someone very handsome off just then. And now Pasifika, they've got a good chance, but that is a shocker. Oh, that was an absolute let-off. Pasifika had Ireland on their heels, and now, just to top it all off, the held and tackle penalty. Sonny Tai, what's going on?
Sonny Tai, he might need a stint on the bench, I reckon, because he has not been in great form the past 3 games that he's played. There's plenty of footy left to be played, but when you're the 5'8", the key playmaker, those sorts of mistakes, they can end up costing your team dearly, and obviously he does not want to be remembered for such a performance again, so there are plenty of them. He has to try and tidy it up. Corey Bell now through the left edge. And what a game it was for Corey Bell last week. Always a perennial performer. And oh, Riley Murray, he was juggling that one there. He does a good job to hold on to it. And now Ireland already in Pasifika half now. They go left. Liam Ryan shifts it to Christian McKay. And McKay playing in the second row. Dominant front rower, but they'll do a job anywhere. Just the monkey takes it back through the middle. 5th and last game now. Ireland going to play the ball and try and get a good kick in. Where will they go? They go left. Liam Ryan just stabs it towards Raikamanu. Raikamanu's got a bit of space to work with, but he's brought down in a good cover tackle by Cyrus Marks. And Riley, your thoughts to this opening start of the game?
It's been very competitive so far. Just Pasifika, they've been probably dominating so far, and here he is, Nenai, straight through the line. Now that's a bad offload, loses about 10 metres. Tim James just gets to the ball before being taken down. And Pasifika, they've just had a few chances, and KCK, I can't even get a word in. Pasifika, they're just breaking the line whenever they feel like it right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Riley, they're looking a lot more confident than they did in their trial game. It just feels like they're finally starting to gel now. 5th and last, 35 out from the line. Sonny Tai just puts up a shanker of a bomb. It's shallow. Marks is there to out-leap John Boy Mayava, I think it was. No, sorry. KCK, I believe. Oh, right, come on, who it was. Jeez, I need some binoculars up here in the box, but I mean, Riley, that kicking game of Sonny Tai, he's going to have to turn it around, because he's put off some stinkers, and it's a play on call there, but Christian McKay taken into touch, and that'll be a turnover for Pasifika.
Yeah, that play was just never on for Ireland. Just always had those defenders, Pasifika, over on that short side there. The Ireland play on the short side was never on there, and it just led to Chris McKay going into touch.
And the crowd starting to get rowdy once again as Prakash takes him through the middle. It's that front row of Prakash and John Nanai that could really cause headaches. When you look at the edges, Kamal Kolsako, Simon Hunt, Chris Lord through the middle at lock. Pasifika team, the forward pack, they've got a bit of a punch that they're packing here, but 4 tackle now, 15 out from the line. They go to KCK, flat ball to Simon Hunt, inside the 10 they go. Pasifika lining up in formation, 5th and last. They might double pass it. They'll go flat. Tyre drops it once again. And Sonny Tyre, if you could have a stinker, it would not get any worse than what he's produced in his opening 13, Riley. Tough watch.
Yeah, that was some great pressure being put on Sonny Tai there from Riley Murray. That was just an amazing tackle, just forcing that error. Sonny Tai just he's looking a bit nervous out here. He's looking just scared, and oh no, Ireland, what have you done?
And a forward pass there from Paddy Corcoran, and all of a sudden the pressure alleviated. Once again, Pasifika back on the counter-attack. And Sonny Tai, he might have a bit of redemption now. He nearly gave away a prime chance, but the Islanders, they're back within the red zone, back on the 10. Reverse inside out play, 6 again, bump off. John Nanai just needs to barge over the line. And he's turned on his back. Luke Short's going to send it to the bunker. But Riley, the momentum all with Pasifika at the moment.
Yeah, and then that was just destructive just then. Ireland very close to conceding another try there. And they're going to have to hold on here. Pasifika will be very hard to stop this close to the line.
Yeah, with another 3 tackles up their sleeve. Who knows what they could do with it. Will they try and play expansive footy, or will they just try and keep it simple and run it straight? Crush over the line as they go short to Prakash. But he's held up in a 2-man tackle. 4th now. Pasifika cut out ball. Back inside to Eli Barnes, but he's driven back. 5th and last now. Good goal line defense from Ireland, but they're going to need to dig deep for one more play. One more tackle. Kane Chapman-Kenny, he'll try and barge his way over. And he's turned on his back. Great desperation in defense from Ireland, Riley, but they need to try and get out of their own end now.
Yeah, they do. They've just been very ill-disciplined with the ball. And that was just some great defense there on the goal line by Riley Murray. Just KCK trying to barge over him, but he just didn't have the strength. And Ireland, they were just very coordinated in that defensive set there.
Okay, now trying to get them a bit of breathing room as Ireland shifted to the other side of the field. Callaghan inside to Bell. Watch out, Corey Bell. He turns Eli Barnes inside out, and he'll be gone all the way. Oh, he puts a goosey on NBT. What a beauty of a try there. Corey Bell, you absolute legend. Riley, what a try. The Irish are back in the game.
Oh, Corey Bell, what a player he's been for Ireland. He's just an amazing player. He was away for all money just then, and just to top it all off, he lets the goose loose on NBT. Look at that. Corey Bell, you absolute animal. He was amazing for Ireland last week, just basically clawing Ireland back into the game and getting them that win. And that's an amazing touch from Corey Bell.
And the Irish fans in full voice singing Sweet Caroline, celebrating that try. It was sweet indeed, wasn't it? Corey Bell, the first try scorer for Ireland to make it 6-6. Callaghan's successful conversion. It's 17 minutes played here from Manchester, your 3rd game of the opening round. And it's Pasifika taking on Ireland. And this crowd, you just cannot get over how good the atmosphere is. I can barely hear myself talk. But we are level, it's even. Even Stevens here from Manchester as Tyre gets us back on the way. And Monkey takes the first hit up, but he's wrapped up there. And Riley, in these types of games, it can be the mistakes that really cost you. But I'll tell you what, it just feels like this is going to be a close, competitive game between the two.
Yeah, it's looking like that at the moment. And Ireland, they've just got that little spark at the moment. That's what Corey Bell gives them. Just out of nowhere, he can just make these huge plays and get points on the board. And that's definitely something that Ireland need, as they look like they've gone for a 40-20 here. But he's outside the 40, Liam Ryan. He's going to make the kick as well. If he just took one less step there, that would have been an amazing kick. It's still not the worst result.
Yeah, superb kick there from Liam Ryan. He's been splitting reps in Cobram last season between fullback and the halves, but he's found himself at home in the halves for the Six Nations tournament. And that kick there gives Pasifika and Ireland a bit of a breather to readjust now. Both teams very competitive. Nearly 20 minutes gone in this game. The first 13-a-side international tournament in the SRL. It's finally here, 9 seasons in the making. And it is going to be an absolute beauty, as it has been so far, as KCK, former Kangaroo, now playing for Pasifika, will be key for this side. Mayava on the right edge, can't get anything going. They might try and line up for a kick, but they'll go cut out ball to KCK, and he's just wrapped up there. Great tackle at the halfway line now. Subs coming on, Lekitor and Saboteur for Pasifika. They drop back to John Boy Mayava, good kick. He'll stab it straight down. Kobe Kelly's there. And he cops a nice shoulder to the gut from John Boy Mayava. That ball inside, Liam Ryan gives it to Corcoran. And just not much give between these two sides. So they go inside to Kerrigan. And Ireland struggling to get out of their own half at the moment. They might need to rely upon the kicking game as KCK intercepts that one from Christie. Just picks it off. And Riley, the mistakes plaguing Ireland early on, and a held-in tackle. Referee calls it. The crowd is booing him. Jeez, it's getting a bit hostile out here, Riley, but mistakes early on for the Irish.
Yeah, Ireland, they're just making it very hard for themselves. Christie just makes an amazing run, then just passes it off right to KCK, and then the held-in tackle penalty just to top it all off, and making their jobs a lot harder than it needs to be right now.
And so they just need to clean up their footy, Ireland. Against a side like Pasifika, they can really make you pay and capitalise off the advantages, the opportunities given. Short ball, cut out ball, NBT, open space! NBT! I think he might have dropped it. Has he put it down? We're going to send it to the bunker. A nice flat ball from Sonny Tyre. Finds Nayana Borden-Thompson in open space. I think he's got that down, Riley.
Yeah, he definitely has, and NBT just split them like the Red Sea. Just absolutely nothing doing there in defence for the Ireland team. And NBT, that was just too easy. Ireland would just split for defenders. It just probably about the full 10 metres that NBT had to run through there. Just it was too easy. So.
Yeah, NBT. Once we saw him hit that step and just run towards the outside, very rare that a defender will be able to match his pace and get him. But Tyre will take a tough conversion from the sideline. Oh, he's swung it too much. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. He slotted it. Finally, something for him to cheer about. 12-6 is the score. Pasifika with the lead. The crowd still in full voice. But Riley, if you're Ireland, what do you have to do to get back into this game?
I reckon Ireland just needs to cut down on the errors and, just try and be a lot more disciplined here. And they just got to try and work themselves back into this game and just make the hard yards and defend hard. That's what they really need to try and do here.
Yeah, that's a great point. And this Irish side, you cannot underestimate their lineup. They've got so many big names: Milo Kerrigan, Justin Monkey, Riley Murray, and that's just their forward pack. You've got Liam Ryan, Corey Bell, Ben O'Donnell. You've got so many great players here, and it's still just a 6-point deficit. A lot of time left in this game. Eli Barnes nearly breaking the line. Looked like he pulled a bit of a cramp. Might have to keep an eye out on him. I might have to send Lonnie Lawrence, our designated medical staff, to go check on him. We might have to check Lonnie's credentials while we're at it. NBT on the left wing. Manufar Philly there to play the ball. Fifth and last, Pasifika inside enemy territory. Chris Lord now, the big lock forward. He'll just boot it downfield. It's a great kick. On the bounce, Bell has to turn around now. Nearly splits the defenders. But Ireland now got to work out of their own end, in their own red zone. As Christie straight through the middle, won't pass the ball off this time. You don't want to risk another turnover. You don't want to risk another penalty. But I'll tell you what, this defensive line inside Ireland's half, Pasifika have made life a bit hard for them at the moment as Kobe Kelly now tries to get something going. Kobe Kelly, another one of the standout names. And straight from dummy half, Cyrus Marks, the future West Tiger, gets into Pasifika half now, fifth and last. Wiley, a bit of a better set there, and they'll try and get a good kick away. Courtesy of Liam Ryan, they're going to need a D up here.
Yeah, they definitely will need to, as Raiko Manu nearly splits the defenders, but they're just able to get him down. They're holding him down for quite a while as well. That was a great run from Cyrus Marks just to end that set as well, just getting Ireland into some good field position before the kick. And Ireland can now capitalise off that just by defending hard here.
And the place is absolutely still rocking. The atmosphere, it has just been so good these past few days here in Manchester. It's the third game at this venue before we head out next week. All three games being played at different venues. Eli Barnes through the left wing. Fifth and last now for Pasifika. Barfili plays it to Tyre. Tyre, it's a shanker, it's a squib kick. Corey Bell finds it on the bounce. And Sonny Tyre, I don't want to talk about him because there hasn't been too much to talk about. And when there has, it hasn't been too good, Riley. He just really needs to step up his play here. and needs to start leading by example for his Pacifica side.
Yeah, Alex Christie just making a good impact here.
Oh, Johnson!
Johnson!
On the right edge, what a run by Chad Johnson, the second row, third tackle now. About 27 from the try line. Callaghan inside to Liam Rogers, just runs it straight at Eli Barnes. As we approach the half an hour mark inside the 10, the Wolfhounds, they got a bit of a look here. They got a bit of space as McKay tries to barge his way, turned on his back. Blake Harris will send it to the bunker. And desperate stuff there from Pasifika, but Ireland starting to find their rhythm. There'll be a no-try call here to the dismay of the Irish crowd. But fifth and last now, they drop in the pocket. Liam Ryan puts up a high bomb. It's shallow. It's tapped back. It's a runaway. Tim James has got open space. Tim James, he might go coast to coast. He's going to run it all the way from goalpost to goalpost. Tim James has scored the third try for Pasifika. The West Tigers inaugural vice captain and a veteran for this Pasifika side, Riley. He had open space on the tap back, no one in the backfield for Ireland. And Tim James, his eyes lit up, he saw the open space and all he had to do was just hit the afterburners.
Yeah, that's some amazing work from Tim James, just turning defense into attack and getting his team a nice handy lead. And Ireland, what were you thinking? Just not really doing anything there, just tapping back for absolutely no one, giving it Tim James a free try basically. And Ireland, they'll be very disappointed with themselves after that one.
Yeah, in the blink of an eye, the worst case scenario, the ball being turned over inside your red zone, and to allow a coast to coast try there, I mean, that can be a dagger in the heart, can be a demoraliser. But the Irish now down by 2 scores, they're going to need to try and dig deep. I'll tell you what, Pasifika, they noticed that Corey Bell ran up towards the line, noticed that no one was in backfield. And straight through the gap, Sabatua. And now Pasifika trying to pierce holes through this defensive line. No fullback in position, but Kosako will be wrapped up. Just over half an hour played here from Manchester, and what a game it's been so far. Lecky Tour now. Bit of a makeshift winger. On the edge of the field, there's Kosako straight through the left edge. Through the gap they go once again. And Pasifika starting to settle into this game comfortably, you'd have to say. As KCK gives it out to Simon Hunt. Hunt gets them to the red zone. 69 metres gained on this set. Fifth and last now. They drop back. Double pass. Sabatua there. It's a trick play. He won't get the ball off in time. But Riley, Ireland, they escape once again.
Yeah, just a very close call for Ireland. They need to try and bring something good here, and that's what they're going to do. Kobe Kelly is one of the players who can maybe have a bit of a quiet regular season, but when he plays for Ireland, he just turns into an animal. And here Christie is again. Christie making a huge impact.
Christie. Oh, he nearly got past Eli Barnes. He got an offload to Liam Ryan. I'm not sure how flat that was, but there they are, 25 from the line. Corey Bell, I thought he was gone. Chris Lord, great tackle to hold on to him. Third now. Ireland just approaching the try line inside the 10 as Christie's driven back a bit. Fourth now. They play the ball. They go left inside Kerrigan. And he's matched up there by Chris Lord once again. 82 gained on the set. Ireland going to need to put in a good kick here. Where will they go? In the pocket, Liam Ryan. He sends it high. Far Phillies there. Outleaped by Shannon Freeburn. But the chance goes begging for Ireland, Riley. You've got to wonder how many more chances will they get, because they need to capitalise here. It was a great look for them, but just not the finish that they wanted.
Yeah, definitely not the finish that they wanted. Freeburn did well to beat the defenders in the contest, but he just needed a tap back there. He couldn't really get anywhere after he collected the ball. There were too many defenders there for Pasifika. And now Pasifika, they need to try and work this ball out of their end and try and stop Ireland from scoring any points before half-time.
Yeah, you think that's the game plan. Just run out the clock, get into the sheds, and get a breather, readjust the game plan. As KCK caught that one a bit awkwardly and he's driven back. Fifth and last now for Pasifika. Chris Lord on the kicking duties once again. He's probably taking it away from Sonny Tyre, and he's doing a better job, so why not? Let Chris Lord take the kicking duties. Let KCK take over. The Cyrus Marks from dummy half. Gives it to Kerrigan. Kerrigan with a risky ball. And Patrick Corker and the Warriors lock, playing in hooker for Ireland. He did a solid job last week in the trials as Callaghan runs it straight at Tyre. Pasifika to join him in the tackle now. Third for Ireland as they shift it back to the other side. Liam Ryan will just take the contact. Fourth now. They're lined up in kick formation. That's what they're going to do. It's Kerrigan. He'll just send it downfield. No angle on it. And that'll allow a run up for Eli Barnes. He steps one. Eli Barnes just needs to get past Corey Bell. Corey Bell doing a great job to cut him off. But this could be danger signs for Ireland. Pasifika, they give it short to Simon Hunt. They might have a try under their belt before half time. They've got another 3 tackles. Mayava on the right edge. Ireland doing a good job to hold up defensively, but they still got another 2 tackles left. There's Tim James. Tim James, I thought he was gone, but he gets the offload. KCK to the 10 now. 4th tackle, where will they go? Left side, cut out ball to Chris Lord. Inside to John Nanai, 5th and last coming up. Pasifika with one more roll of the dice. Where are they going to go? Tyres in the right pocket. He puts it up. Who's going to be under it? They're going to compete. John Boy Mayawa. And he comes down with the ball, but he's wrapped up. Great defence from Ireland.
Oh, that's a huge tackle from McKay. That might have just saved the game for Ireland just then. And Corey Bell on the counter-attack straight away, but it's not going to be enough. That'll be half-time.
Good evening and welcome back from Manchester Stadium. Your 3rd game of round 1 in the Six Nations. It's Pasifika with an 18-6 lead over Ireland in front of a sold-out Manchester crowd. And what a game it's been so far. Very tight, very physical. And Riley, your thoughts on that first half from Ireland?
I think that it was definitely a half that could have been better. Ireland made a lot of problems for themselves and made their lives very hard at points. But they showed a bit of heart, and they'll just have to show a lot more in the second half here. And they'll need to show us what they can do, because we didn't see too much of it in the first.
Yeah, not without their chances, Ireland. They had a couple of sets inside their red zone, but just unable to finish it. Albeit that one great try from Corey Bell. As they boot it down towards NBT. NBT's found space. Just needed to get past Corey Bell. And Nahan Thompson, always an X factor for this Pasifika side. He scored in last week's trial. He scored here tonight. And they'll have to watch that left wing if you're the Wolfhounds. You don't want him to get into open space. KCK making the switch with Eli Barnes, fullback and halfback respectively. And that could be what breaks this game open for Pasifika. KCK, you'd have to say, with a full tank of gas. And it'll be another task for Corey Bell to try and deal with as John Nanai gets him through the middle. 5th and last now. They give it to Eli Barnes, and Eli Barnes will just stab it towards the wing of Kobe Kelly. Kobe Kelly's got space. He's turned KCK inside out, but he's brought down. Desperate stuff there from Eli Barnes, I think it was. And Riley, that's the sort of plays that will help get them back in this game.
Yeah, Kobe is a big game player, and he just proved that just then. That was a great run from him. And we're just going to need a lot more of that from Ireland if they want to bring themselves back into that game.
3rd tackle now inside Pasifika half as Kerrigan gets the offload to Riley Murray, and Murray throws it straight to Chris Lord. And Sonny Tyre, you can see him giving him a bit of a spray there. Bit of a cheeky dig. Just need to tie up the ball there, Ireland. But now Pasifika inside their half as they give it out to Kelsako. Kelsako barging his way to the 40. 3rd tackle now. Tyre inside ball to Sam Lillard. And Lillard, the Brisbane Bronco from season 8. Finds himself coming off the bench into the front row to inject a bit of strength through the middle as Jai Collins now playing second row. He'll get them inside the 20. Tyre puts up a high bomb. It's a tester. It's swirling. Corey Bell takes it, but he's wrapped up and driven back into his own in goal. Great kick pressure there from Pasifika.
Yeah, it was a beautiful kick, and Corey Bell did well to get the ball in the end, but he just couldn't stop himself from being driven back into the in goal. Pasifika, they're just laying on the pressure here.
And Lillard runs it straight, shrugs off one. And Pasifika holding no bounds as they take the ball, and I thought that might have been a knock-on call there. The referee, Blake Harris, not going to rule it. As play on as Jai Collins takes him on the right edge. Gets a few post-contact meters there. Kerrigan to bring him down. Third now, taken off the ball, Chris Lord. Huge hit there, and Liam Rogers will be there to scoop it up. What a huge hit there from Ireland, and that'll give them the ball back in their own red zone.
Yeah, Chris Lord, who's your daddy, just absolutely folded there and just sent to the shadow realm, basically. Riley Murray backing it up with the run here, but Chris Lord gets on back on him. Not really, though. Just able to drive him back just a little bit.
And Chris Lord, one of the experienced members of the SRL, he's been around for so long. You always expect him to be very reliable, and he has been for the most part here tonight. Fifth and last now, Ireland will send it downfield. Kerrigan gets a good kick away. Straight to MBT though. MBT trying to find that gap in the line. And it shuts down pretty quick. First tackle now, Pasifika. Cut out ball to Chris Lord straight through the gap. Once again, the line breaks have been applied for Ireland. They need to try and tighten it up. Tighten up, you could say. Flat ball, Ty gives it to Manufar Philly. And it's that left edge pairing of NBT, Sonny Tyre and Manufar Philly. The three boys from Melton, Victoria, as they get them to the 20 now, fourth tackle. 15 minutes played already from Manchester. It's been a very entertaining game. The crowd has not stopped singing all night. It's a beauty to be a part of games like this. Tyre puts it high. It's another swirler. Who's going to be under it? It's Ben O'Donnell. Wrapped back and driven back into the in goal once again. Riley, that kick chase pressure from Pasifika. They've just been forcing Ireland back in their own in goal. And it's been a very staunch defence from them tonight.
Yeah, just not letting Ireland get any possession at all. Just constantly driving them back into the in goal. The set restarts are insane. The Ireland, they're just struggling right now.
And they'll have to hold on once again. Sam Lillard straight through the middle. He is just bowling over anything that stands in his way. It's been a bit of a tough ask to contain him. And when you've got that brute strength like he does, you've got to use it to your advantage, as we see Calsaco now off the dish from Tyre. Two from the line. Farfili plays it. Inside ball, Tyre, flat one to Eli Barnes. Eli Barnes is going to try and barge over. Eli Barnes will get there for his second try of the game. Luke Short's going to send it up. But I think that was good for all money. Justin Monkey couldn't hold him up there. And Pasifika, I think they're about to take a 22-6 lead here, Riley.
Yeah, Barnes just once again in a one-on-one against Justin Monkey, and once again he wins it. Ireland, they're just not doing enough to wrap Eli Barnes up. They need to focus on him a lot more, and they just aren't giving Eli Barnes the attention he needs right now.
Yeah, and with Eli shifting to the halves now, maybe the Ireland defenders just forgetting their assignments. Casey Kay is the one at fullback now. So you've got to watch out for him. If all eyes are on one, then the other will be waiting to step up and just try and go unnoticed, try and sneak around the defensive markers. But nonetheless, 24-6 is the score on your third Six Nations matchup of week one, proudly brought to you by TBC Live. It is a privilege as always to be broadcasting here from England. And we've got a couple of games lined up, one in France, one in Europe throughout this tournament. And Chris Lord straight through the middle, bumps another one off. And Riley, this forward pack from Pasifika, they've been giving nightmares, you could say, for the Irish forward pack.
Yeah, Pacifica's forward pack is just tearing apart Ireland right now. They're not doing enough to stop them, and it's hard to see them trying to stop them right now because they're all on a mission right now.
And Sam Lillard once again, he gets a bump off with the offload, and Sam Lillard, what a stint he's been having off the bench. Every time he's on the ball, he just turns into a wrecking ball. Kelsako now gets him about 24 away from the line. Fifth and last now, Pasifika gonna look for a deep kick. They give it to Tyre, puts in a grubber. KCK, Kane Chapman Kenny, what a try! And Pasifika over the line once again. Beautiful play there from the Islanders. KCK just had to scoop it up. He had all the space and he had the speed to get him across.
Oh man, that was an amazing kick. Probably Sonny Tyre's best kick in his career. Just a little touch for KCK to run onto it. That was absolutely diabolical. And Ireland, they are just... it seems like they've given up at this point. They just can't defend Pacifica.
Yeah, and you've got to feel sorry for Ireland because they're such a good team. Very competitive. But Pasifika have just turned up with the attitude here today. They've brought the energy. And you can hear a few of the Pasifika fans now. The songs are going, the hymn is going. John Boy Mayava giving a cheeky runawave on the sidelines to his fellow Polynesian people. But it's 30-6 here in favour of Pasifika. And Riley, if you're Ireland down by this margin, what's the mentality? How do you get back into this game?
I think it's going to be one hell of a job to try and get back into it. But it's just about handling the forward pack at the moment. The forward pack is just winning this game for Pasifika, and Ireland are just not doing enough to stop it.
Yeah, and that is Pacifica style of footing. You know, the forward pack, the aggression, the physicality, that's the sort of game plan that they want to build themselves around. This Pacifica side, reverse inside out play, KCK straight through the middle once again. And the line breaks are just becoming a real problem for this Irish side. Unable to try and limit this impact through the middle, particularly through the forwards, as Eli Barnes will get them shy of the halfway now. Inside ball, Kelsako, what a pass from John Nanai. Brought down, and once again Pasifika just shy of the red zone. 57 minutes played, fifth and last. They drop in the pocket, Tyre sends it up, it's a short one. And Corey Bell there on the catch. And they needed that one, Ireland. They didn't want to see that ball go back towards the goal line once again. But now Ireland with a chance to try and give themselves a bit of room here. Offload to Justin Monkey. They go infield. Liam Ryan. Oh, risky pass. They swing it out wide to Corey Bell. And the kind of footy you've got to start playing if you're Ireland. You've got to start taking the risks now. Callaghan will have a shot at the 40-20. It's a good angle. It's a good bounce by KCK there to field it. And geez, that was a good kick from Callaghan, but just not enough angle on it, Riley.
Yeah, just not enough on it. And it also looked like he might have just been a step over the 20 as well, or over the 40, sorry. So who knows, it might not have even counted if he did get it. But Lillard just taking another run. He's been so devastating in all of his runs this game. Just Ireland are afraid of him right now, and they just have to try and defend this set and get themselves a point on the board. That's all they need to try and do here.
Yeah, and time ticking out for Ireland. They're going to need to try and pull a cheeky rabbit out of the hat. They're down by 24. Sonny Tyre, another shanker kick straight to Cyrus Marks. Cyrus Marks steps one, cuts back infield, brought down by Tim James. As subs come on now for Ireland. Christian McKay back out there alongside his teammate. I didn't catch who it was, but nonetheless, Ireland play the ball now. Liam Ryan dishes it out to Callaghan. Callaghan brought down shy of the 10, third tackle now. The Wolfhounds trying to get their first points of the second half. They get it to Kerrigan. Runs it straight at Jai Collins. Gets him 5 from the try line. They go left side, cut out ball. Kobe Kelly was there, couldn't hit the step. Great defense. 5th and last now. Where will they go? The Irish, they need to roll the dice. They go in the pocket. Oh, it's a mistake. Jai Collins ends up with it. Jai Collins cuts back in field. And Jai Collins was nearly gone. And Pasifika once again holding on to the ball, defending their line. And it just seems like it's been that sort of a night for Ireland, hasn't it, Riley? They just haven't had much rub of the green and not much go their way.
Yeah, that set basically just sums up Ireland's night tonight. They've had the chances and the opportunities, but at the end of the day, they just keep on throwing it away, just making things hard for themselves and ruining their chances.
And for Pasifika, you'd have to think the game plan is just run out the clock. You don't have to do too much at this point. You just need to hold on to the footy and make sure you don't force any turnovers. 5th and last now. Pasifika player to the left side. Tayo will just stab it with a crossfield kick. And Kobe Kelly fields it on the full. But he's brought down by Jai Collins, and Kobe now getting himself involved in the second half. And Ireland looking for someone to step up and try and lead them back into this one. There's not much time left. As Corey Bell shrugs off one. Gets him over the halfway line. 3rd tackle now for the Irish. Just over 15 minutes to go here. And Pasifika, a win today will do a lot for their chances to make the Six Nations final. Points differential will play a huge part in who goes through for both pools. And mistake, Ryan kicks it straight into the defender, throws a dummy. Liam Ryan nearly coming up with a moment of brilliance, but shut down on the defence. And Ireland nearly had something going there, Riley.
Yeah, and the ref just not being kind either. No 6 again from the touch from Pasifika, but Liam Ryan, he took a chance and threw that dummy, tried to make something happen for his team, but at the end of the day, just nothing happening in the second half at all for Ireland.
We see Pasifika shifted out left and Cash now. And we get them to the 40, already inside opposition half. 3rd tackle, NBT. Cut out ball to Kalsako. And Pasifika just slowly working their way towards the red zone, not rushing the play. Oh, KCK on the left edge, shrugs one off. Gotta watch out for Kane Chapman-Kenny. 5th and last now, 50 gain. Tyers in the pocket. That's where they'll go. He'll take the run and he'll drop the ball. And geez, thankfully for that lead. Otherwise, a crucial mistake there from Pasifika. And Ireland with the ball once again.
Yeah, just the Sonny Tyre into the set just to knock the ball on in the opposition 20. It's his way really. And now Ireland, they've got to work their way out of this half, and it's going to be a monumental task.
Yeah, and it just feels like it's been the story of their night for Ireland. They've been working their way out of their own end for a majority of this game. Really unable to break through the line, but Kobe Kelly with an offload. Shannon Freeburn there through the middle. He nearly got away. Jai Collins there to drag him down by the coattails alongside Tim James, I think it was. 4th now. Inside ball. Liam Rogers scoops it up. Referee not calling 6 again. The Irish fans not happy at all. 5th now. 5th and last. They drop back in the pocket. Liam Ryan kicks it straight into Christian McKay. And then the referee, another no call there. But it goes begging for Ireland. And NBT through the right edge, steps 1. And if you're Ireland, it's just been such a tough night, Riley. But you've got to admire the spirit. They haven't stopped trying. Sonny Tyre throws a dummy. The first one I think he's ever thrown in his career. Oh, geez, I'm up out of my seat now. You know it's that sort of a game when Sonny Tyre is throwing dummies out here. As KCK straight through the middle hits a step. Brought down inside the 10. Pasifika trying to ice this game and seal it off with one more try. 4th tackle now. They're inching closer to the try line. Tim James, inside ball. Tyre gives it to Simon Hunt. Simon Hunt turned on his back. 5th and last now. Where will they go to finish this set? They play the ball slowly. Tyre, grabber for himself. Tyre dives over and he scores a try. The Pasifika captain A try assist to himself. And there you go. Sonny Tyre, the Pasifika captain, over to take this lead out, 34-6. And Riley, you know it's a tough night when Sonny Tyre's out there scoring tries on your team.
Yeah, definitely. Just Sonny Tyre being a bit of a ball hog there, not really giving anything to his team, just putting the grubber for himself. And just a monkey, just watching him do it as well. Just Ireland not able to defend a thing. They couldn't defend a pregnant woman out there. They're just letting Sonny Tyre run around on them, and that's something that Sonny Tyre hasn't done in a very long time, maybe since season 1 probably. And yeah, Ireland, they've got a lot of soul searching to do after this game.
36-6 is the score. A 30-point lead for Pasifika. And with all the standout players from Pasifika, Eli Barnes, KCK, Sam Lillard, with them drawing all the attention, Sonny Tyre could just get away with it and fly under the radar unnoticed, and decided to back himself with a cheeky grubber there. I for one have certainly enjoyed that. There hasn't been too many of his moments to enjoy throughout this game. But the Islanders now, inside the final 10 minutes of this game, they are going to come away with the victory. It's just a matter of how much. Ireland going to have to try and defend them once again and try and get some points on the board to close this points differential gap. As it stands, minus 30 for their points differential. And with only 2 games left to play, you've got to try and turn this thing around as soon as possible. As Mayava, 6 again is the call. I did not see what happened there. Referee ruling that there was a touch off the pass. And Mayava splits the defenders back through the right edge. And Riley, you've got to feel sorry for Ireland. It just has not been their night. And the rubber green, the calls, not going their way.
Yeah, definitely not their night. The defense has just been absolutely atrocious. They couldn't defend a chocolate bar from a fat kid right now. Ireland, they're just letting Pasifika have their way with them. It's hard to watch at the moment.
Simon Hunt. Oh, Riley, the one-liners you come up with, mate. Beauty. Tim James now, short one. Collins gives it to Mayava. Mayava's going to try and barge over. Turned on his back there. Luke Shaw calling held up. It'll be 5th and last. One more roll of the dice here for Pasifika. They go to Chris Lord. He'll send it high. Chris Lord puts the kick up and Corey Bell there to take it. But he'll push himself forward, doesn't want to get dragged back into the in goal once again. And Riley, if you're Ireland, you're just a monkey. What's the game plan for next week? How do you adjust to bounce back? Because Ireland are going to play New Zealand next week. That's going to be a tough battle. How do they get back? How do they bounce back in that one?
I think a big change in the forward pack and the interchanges would probably have to happen. We just see how this team kind of matches up against the elite teams in this Six Nations tournament as Ben O'Donnell goes through in line. I'd say the shining lights of this game from Ireland have probably been Cyrus Marks and Ben O'Donnell, probably the most potent players out here. Corey Bell also was pretty good in the first half, but he's more or less just gone missing in the second here.
And NBT splits the defense, and NBT will be gone for his second try of the night. Dives under the post. 40 points to 6 is the score, and Pasifika are going to come away with a massive win here in Manchester. The fans that have turned up, they're singing away now. It is well and truly in the bag for the Pasifika Islanders. And NBT just splitting the defense once again. And Ireland can only watch on as Nehana Borden-Thompson, his second try of the night. And geez, the Irish fans have gone quiet now. It is well and truly a Pasifika party as Tyre slots it over the middle. 42-6 is the score. And Riley, not to kick a man while he's down, but Ireland just look like they've given up here, especially on that play. No defense on them whatsoever. NBT just getting through untouched.
Yeah, they definitely do look like they've given up here. And it's more or less looked like that since Tim James scored that runaway try. in the first half. Just Ireland not really ever recovering from that. And there'll be a lot of soul searching here from Ireland after this game, because this is just an absolute flogging, and it is embarrassing for the Ireland players right now.
We'll get on to Pasifika. We've got to give them a raps because they've really turned up here tonight. If you watch that Kiwis trial game that they played in, it was a very scrappy start, very sloppy to watch at times, and a lot of mistakes, a lot of penalties that were given away from them. So you can tell that they've been working on it. During this week, Eli Barnes with a 40-20 attempt. Eli Barnes now, they're just having fun out there. When Eli Barnes is kicking 40-20s and Sonny Tyer's kicking grubbers to himself for a try. Oh, Chris Lord, I thought he was gone. Pasifika, they want blood. Oh, Tyer, he had it. He just had to put the ball down. He probably doesn't trust himself enough to even do that, but Ireland, they'll hold on here. They'll be grateful they didn't let another one go through. They were on the brink of the 50-point mark, but they'll just do a job to try and finish it off here now. Riley, can we expect major changes from Ireland next week? Any word from camp if it is going to be a huge do-over or makeover for this Ireland side?
I think you'll see a few changes, as this is a pretty poor game from Ireland. Just really, Pasifika just never really had any resistance after the first 20 minutes. And as you can see, Corey Bell just unhappy with himself, the whole team really. A few players can hold their heads high just knowing that they've got a safe spot in this team, and that's probably just the likes of Corey Bell and Ben O'Donnell.
And what a game it was, 42-6, your full-time score. Pasifika coming away with a massive win over Ireland as we take a look at your TBC Live stats. And there you have it. We'll start with the try scorers. Pasifika, NBT and Eli Barnes both with a double. Tim James, Casey K and Sonny Tyer. Yes, I repeat, Sonny Tyer across the line for a try as well. It was Corey Bell, the lone try scorer for the Ireland Wolfhounds. 63% possession for Pasifika. 24 from 30 completions compared to the 15 of 20 from Ireland. Both teams making a lot of errors. 7 errors for Pasifika compared to Ireland 6. 147 tackles compared to 210 for Ireland. 17 missed tackles and 23 for Ireland. 42 line breaks for the Islanders. Only 19 for Ireland. And Riley, when you look at those numbers, I mean, a lot of defense for Ireland and not a lot of attacking opportunities for them.
Yeah, just really didn't have those opportunities that they needed. And Ireland just, they suffered from that. Defending all game, it just takes it out of you. The players just didn't have it in them to put on those good offensive plays after how much they were defending. So look at the Ireland stats now. The Islander stats, sorry. It's a bit of a tongue twister. There's obviously you got Eli Barnes just playing amazing, getting those 2 tries, making quite a few meters as well, moving into the halves in the second half as well, which, surprise, surprise, he actually did very well in that position. As we see the legend, for those of you who don't know, Tim James, what a game from him as well. That try just it really killed Ireland. I think that was a big turning point in the game, and Tim James would definitely be happy with his performance here. Just an amazing game from him. Same with KCK as well, just dominant on the field.
Yeah, 3 players for Pasifika over 200, and Eli Barnes and Chris Lord only 3 meters shy of the 200 line. I mean, it was a great attacking performance from them, but I thought the defense is really what separated Pasifika and Ireland. You know, they just frustrated Ireland with those high bombs, dragging them back into the in-goal and just wearing them out, taking the life out of the Irish side early in that first half. But Sonny Tyer there, Lennox Prakash, MBT, all over 100 run meters. Sam Lillard, 21 minutes off the bench, 68 run meters. You know, he had such a great game, brought a lot of strength, a lot of impact through the middle. but Pasifika, they get the job done here tonight in convincing fashion. We'll check the island stats now. And there you go, Corey Bell leading the way, 163 run meters, 5 line breaks and a try to his name. Paddy Corcoran, 144 from the hooker spot, only missed 1 tackle, had to make 28. He had a tackle break there as well. Kobe Kelly, second half, really stood up there. Liam Ryan, just over 101 run meters. But Riley, your thoughts on this island side here tonight?
Yeah, just a really poor performance from a lot of the big boys in the middle. Like as you can see, just not really up to standards. Justin Monkey played 56 minutes, got 56 meters, and didn't do too much. A lot of defending from all of the forward pack, really. Murray, 44 meters, did a lot of defending again, but just not a lot on attack. Rogers played 60 minutes, only 33 meters. You see, it's just not really enough. The best forward was Christie, who only played 20 minutes. So maybe Christie will want to get some more time on the field in the next game for Ireland. But yeah, not a lot of standouts in the forward pack, really. Just a lot of plotting was really being done there, especially also Kerrigan as well. Just no impact at all in this game in attack. Did so much defending, but probably hindered him a lot doing all that defending, just not able to attack at all during the game.
Yeah, the Pacifica forward pack, they had the Wolfhounds outmatched, and it just felt like that was where they were going to play their footy, straight through the middle. The break open plays from the second phase really helped open up the field, and Ireland, they had a lot taken out of them. They had to defend their line for a lot of that game, and the fatigue factor settling in once they got the footy, just unable to try and open up through the attacking lanes. And not the score, not the night for Ireland, but they will have a chance to bounce back next week in a potential do-or-die game against the Kiwis. And I have to say, it's a must-win game for them. And given the margin of 42-6, you have to think they need to win pretty big there to try and cut into that points differential. But there you go, your third and final game of the first week here in the Six Nations from Manchester Stadium. What a night, what a crowd, what an atmosphere it was. An absolute privilege as always. Sonny Tai, SRL Co-Commissioner, alongside Riley Murray. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight from Manchester. Pacifica 42 over Ireland 6. And make sure you join us back here next week on SRL TV as we kick off round 2 of the Six Nations tournament, proudly brought to you by TBC Live. Thank you once again for joining us. Enjoy your night, enjoy your week, and we will see you next week on SRL TV.
Seize the day.